Welcome. Welcome to my channel, Geechee Journey. I appreciate you all coming to visit again, and also to you who have come here for the first time to hear part 2 and maybe even part 3 of my memoir or vlog entitled Filipina Love Brought Me Back. And it was my intention to do this. A few weeks ago I did do the first installment, and now I want to come back and kind of finish the story. But if you have come back and you're interested thus far, please, I ask you to now hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for bringing me to the 500 subscriber level here a couple of weeks ago. I would like to hopefully see if I could get to 1,000. There's something here of value I want to try to bring to you, not only a personal expression or perspective of my journey, which is a personal journey of Geechee, but also to provide some type of information, and sometimes in an entertainment format, to assist you in your thought process about moving abroad, especially if it's to the Philippines. But I want to just continue on talking about how Filipina love brought me back and what I mean by that. Over the years, I had been fascinated by the beauty of a Filipina, not just their physical features, but their loving and caring spirit, their sweetness, their femininity, their demeanor, their personality. The image of Filipinas in my mind, heart, and soul is pleasing, stimulating, and raised an adoring spirit in me. Generally speaking, I adore Filipinas. Since I've been in the Philippines the past 3 months now, being around the sweet Filipinas more, my blood pressure has gone down significantly. To give you an image of the Filipinas' effect on me, think of the Incredible Hulk movie, of that character where Dr. Banner was able to calm down and change back into his normal human form when the woman he loved or cared for was present there for him. Usually and historically, when I've been in the presence of Filipinas, I've been able to be my authentic self, who I really am as a person, as a man. Now that I'm in the Philippines, I see that it was not just a theory, it is the gospel truth. When I was thinking of the artwork, the visual imagery of my company, my logo, that company which I was inspired to call Geechee, reflecting my ancestral tribe and my zodiac sign. The Filipina spirit became the foundation. I can go into more detail later, but my logo has a male and a female lion. The female's color is a bit lighter shade of brown. It shows the coming together of the lions and the power and the energy that is produced from that union. That lioness is a Filipina. The image of the Filipina is prominent in Geechee LLC, Geechee Music as a company and organization. On December 17th, 2020, I'll never forget, I was so greatly impressed by the stunning Filipina Morena beauty of Labi Anco, who was an influential fashion content creator on YouTube at that time, and she still is. She has, I believe, over 130,000 YouTube subscribers. I contacted her by email to ask her permission to use pictures of her for my music releases. LIKE&SHARE's beautiful Filipina Morena responded to me within hours and gave her consent. LIKE&SHARE has been the official model for Geechee Lion Music for the past 3 years. You will see her stunning beauty on my latest releases under my artist name Anwar Kente. Yes, Filipina love brought me back. I was basically a total stranger, and I reached out to LIKE&SHARE, this beautiful Filipina Morena, and she took the time immediately to consent to help me, a little nobody. When people who actually knew me and who were supposedly friendly acquaintances, they refused. They turned me down. Remember, the first words out of one of their mouth is, "How much you gonna pay me?" And LaB has not asked for one dime, 1 peso for being my official model for the last 3 years. Stunning woman, like I said, in stark contrast to the, I almost want to say, meanness of the American Western women that I have had to deal with. I digress, but I gotta say that. I have created, produced, and released in some form 3 music videos. Every one of them feature Filipinas. The first one for the Imperial Brown song called Don't Call Jody was inspired by and featured Karen Paul, my yoga guru who showed me friendship, though I tried her patience to exhaustion. The second video featured Richellen Gomez, who was known famously in the YouTube vlogging world as Ging in the Philippines. Ging was a popular vlogger at that particular time, and I reached out to Ging by email, and she agreed to be featured on the video for Hung Up on My Baby, which is one of the most important songs that God has ever created through me. That song was 46 years in the making, inspired by Karen Paul. I was actually working on some music with Karen Paul's husband, whom I didn't know that was her husband at the time. I did not know they were married. I sent Siriati, that's his name, I sent Siriati the instrumental by Isaac Hayes. Isaac Hayes is my musical father. I sent him that instrumental link to give him an idea of the sound I wanted on my recording. In the midst of sending the music to Siri by email, I suddenly began to cry, physically crying, as I was thinking about Karen Paul. Something had come over me. I felt I was possessed, not unlike being filled with the Holy Ghost. I stifled my crying and immediately wrote all the lyrics, worked out the melody, and recorded a demo of the song Hung Up on My Baby and sent it to Siri. This had to be 1:30 a.m. on a Saturday. I will never forget that experience. That was supernatural. Karen Paul inspired writing of at least 3 songs. LaB, my official model for Geechee Lion. Ging, who's featured on one of my videos, she's a friend today. Filipina love brought me back.